Hey, this is Nick Antuma with Borgman Ford. Today we've got the 2024 Ford Bronco here. This specific one is a wild track, so it's got your Sasquatch package, so those bigger tires on there for you. You do have the front-facing camera right up here too, so if you're doing some off-roading, you can definitely see in front of you still if you've got that nose pointed up. Right here you do have the blind spot in your mirrors too. You also have, you'll notice a little camera here that gives you that full 360 camera. When you're backing up or just off-roading, that way you can see all the way around you. Kind of come around to the back here. You do have your backup camera. You've got your sensors along here too, so when you're getting close to objects, it lets you know. You open up the back here, you got to open up the door first, then you can open up the top glass. And this is going to be your cargo area. You do notice there's kind of some bags back in here. These two sets, these are for your doors, so you can take those off. You can put the doors in the bags, and then you can throw them in the back here and strap them down so you can take the doors with you and they're not rattling around getting scratched up. This bag here is for the front two panels over the driver and passenger. You can take those off too and store those back here so those aren't getting rattled around or scratched up or anything. You do have a bottle opener that's right here on the back side of the support here. That's kind of the deal maker right there for you. We'll bring this down, close this up. Pretty simple, easy. You kind of come around to the driver's side here. Again, you'll have your blind spot monitor, your camera here on the mirror. You do have the secure code entry, so you can type in the code, unlock it and get in case if you want to be able to leave your keys in or whatnot, you forget something in the car. All right, here we are inside the 2024 Ford Bronco. Again, this is the wild track version. You do have the bigger screen here. You can see you kind of have a split screen still. You got your navigation, you can have your audio, you can flip the things all around. You do have the ability here, you can just push the camera button. So that's kind of some of that off-roading features that you can see. So you can see right in front of you if your nose is pointed up, you can see what's going on. You do have all your temperature and airflow controls right down here. You do have your window controls in the middle, your mirrors. You do have something specific to the Broncos is the GOAT modes. So it stands for goes over any terrain. And those you just turn the little dial here and there's all sorts of different modes. There's normal, there's eco, there's sport, there's slippery, there's mud and ruts, there's sand, and then there's the Baja. That'll also change your four-wheel drive system too for you. It just is the computer system taking control and knowing what's the best situation for you. You do have some up here, some stabilizer disconnects in your front and rear lockers. Stabilizer disconnects so you can drop that wheel down in case if it's off the ground. It'll drop it down and give you some traction. Then you do have your traction control right up here. On the steering wheel here, you do have all your controls to control the screen that's in front of you here. And then on this side, you do have all your cruise controls. And then you've got your blind spot monitoring in your mirror so you can see all that. You have your aux switches up here, so if you wanted to add like a light bar to the front top of the roof, or maybe a winch on the front bumper there, you can do all that. It's got that pre-wired for you. When you look at the top here, there are a few different clips, and so kind of to pull these apart, you just pull down, and then you're just going to turn the clip, and turn the clip, and then to lift the top off, you just simply lift straight up and it comes right off. And you do the same thing for the other panels. And when you bring it back down, it just comes down, and then that should latch right over. You do it kind of all in the reverse process, and then latch it down, and that's it. That's the first panel. You would do then the second panel. You can do the middle as a section, and then the back is a whole nother section that you got to do as well. All right, guys, today we have the 2.7 liter V6 with a twin turbo on it here. That does get you 330 horsepower. There is also a 2.3 4-cylinder that has a single turbo. That's going to get you 300 horsepower. Both of those will tow up to 3,500 pounds if it does have a hitch on there. And then if you go up to the Raptor, you can get the 3 liter, and that's going to have 418 horsepower, and that's going to tow you up to 4,500 pounds. Another kind of specific to this one is it does have the Sasquatch package, so that gets you 33.5 inches of water fording capability, also 11.5 inches of ground clearance. If you don't have that Sasquatch package, you're probably looking about 9 inches, 9.5 inches or so of ground clearance and 31.5 inches of water fording capability. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, this is Nick Antuma with Borgman Ford at the corner of 28th Street and Ivanrest. Give us a call or stop on in and let's set up a test drive.